So, Tim Miller, you have been one of my tour guides for the manosphere. Trump has lost the manosphere, right? He lost Joe Rogan on the elimination of due process. Joe Rogan with a rather elegant and eloquent articulation of what that means for the future of the country. And the polling suggests that he's lost not just young people, but young men. 47% of young men think Trump will hurt the economy. In January, 62% of the same group was psyched about Trump on the economy. His job approval with young men is up to 60% disapprove, 59% disapprove, only 34% approve of the job that Donald Trump is doing as president. 40% of young men say they're worse off under Donald Trump. And again, as someone who is a little resistant to the need to understand the manosphere, I'm now tracking Trump's standing in the manosphere very closely, and it is not good.
No, it's shaky. It's shaky for real reasons, right? Like real life has intervened. You know, there's this guy, Andrew Schultz, who's one of the manosphere comedians, who was saying earlier this week that, you know, he'd moved from being a Democrat to supporting Trump because Trump lets people say what they want. And Trump also gets a word that I can't say, you know, has sex with women, I guess, on cable news. And that he likes that about him. And, you know, those are reasons to support somebody in decadent times and easy times, right? Like if things are going fine for you, it's easy to say, well, I want the, you know, guy, you know, who's more of a player, and I want some of the guy who's cool and lets me say the R word or whatever. And that starts to change real quick when you're also the type of guy who, you know, maybe if you're in your 20s or 30s, are day trading or are involved in the market or are, you know, are investing and like invest as a hobby. And you're seeing the insanity of the last 3 months. It might be a wake-up call to you that maybe, you know, the ability to say cuss words is not as important as that. If you're even younger than that, if you're in college right now, if you're graduating from college, it's looking like this is going to be a horrible summer to find a job. And I actually feel really terrible for young people, men and women, who are looking to find a job this summer because this self-inflicted recession and all this uncertainty. You know, if you're a company, are you going to be hiring this summer? Are you going to be making borderline hires? Maybe you'll hire a few people at the top of the class, but not as many as you thought. And so I do think that real life is intruding for a lot of these folks. And, you know, you wish you would have heard it, they would have got to it earlier. That New York Magazine quote you read at the top was striking to me, that he was like, you know, they're going to now consider Trump like the cheating girlfriend. And, you know, you want to be like, well, she's been cheating on you since the 80s, you know? So like why did you just realize it this week? But so it's unfortunate they've just realized it this week. But I think for a lot of them, it has been a real wake-up call.
And obviously, the damage that Trump is doing to the household and to every man and woman's buying power is where the bottom is falling out of his political standing. We're going to turn to that on the other side of a very short break. No one goes anywhere.